Okay, so wanted to go over a couple things just to show you how to do this first little tiny assignment in Adobe Premiere, starting to put stuff together, and some organization tips along the way. So once you launch Adobe Premiere, and once again, always make sure it's updated because this version is brand new, and some of the things aren't where I was used to them, so your version may not match mine, and it'll make it tricky. So update first, then catch up on your work. All right. So when you launch, you're going to get this screen that says New Project. If you don't get it, it's because Premiere was already running in the background. Alt-Tab to check that. And then you'll just need to go to File, New Project, okay, to start out. So the most important thing, once I click this New Project button, this will take you to the same place if you select New Project without that big screen. Type your project name, make it something really specific. Mine, for example, is going to be Kansas 2. Okay, so you can find it quickly. It makes it easier to find it. This is where it gets super, super important. All that file management stuff we've been talking about, this is where it begins to pay off big. Okay, make sure you tell, before you even start your project, you tell Adobe Premiere where that project is going to be seen. This is actually called Wayward for me because I've redone all this stuff a bunch of times, so I've got a bunch of different versions of it to demo to different classes. So I'm going to select that as where all my stuff is going to go, and I'm going to put all my files inside of that file structure, and Adobe's going to put all the files inside of that file structure, so I don't have to look far.
Can I please have Winston
Okay, so then I'm
Lane
going to
to the
click
main
Create,
office? Winston Lane
and I'm
to
going
the
to get
main
this
office?
screen. This is a screen I want you to be on. If you aren't, new thing in this version, remember workspaces, we're going to make it more efficient for you right now. So workspaces, we used to go this way, okay? Now we're just going to do this. This is the workspaces, easily accessible now. And you guys are going to choose sorry, come on. I know which one I want you to have. Oh, Essentials. It's already highlighted. Essentials, okay, right there. But the first thing I want you to do is you're going to want to add something here that you'll use a lot initially, and that's Media Browser. It's already added for me because I changed that setup. So, and this is your Media Browser. It won't look like that either. But I want you to add Media Browser, and then we're going to make this permanent. We're going to go down here, and you're going to go Save as New Workspace, and you're going to type your first name. Okay, and click OK. And then you will have a workspace over here named after you. Okay, so that is what we want. All right, so I thought I had done so. I'll save it as WIT. Okay, and then you'll see that I have a workspace named WIT, and that's what's selected. So remember, just go back to who you are. All right. So now, two things we're going to do. We're going to drag in a movie. Nope, sorry. Before that, I'm getting ahead of you. That's the disadvantage of me being, you're not going to have stuff in your favorites yet. Local drives, you got to click into Macintosh. You got to go to users. You got to find you. And then you'll begin to have your normal file structure, and you can find your way. So mine is desktop. And it's down here at the bottom because it's a W. Okay, and that is my file structure. What I want you to do is wherever you're going to have your files for this project, let me go back one level, you're going to right click and say Add to Favorites. Okay, and that way you won't have to hunt through for stuff. You'll just have a quick shortcut. I also recommend if you want to create a folder, a Premiere folder somewhere for all your Premiere projects, you make that a favorite, because then we just close all this junk and everything we need is right here, and I immediately get to where I want to go. So inside my Wayward project, I have my clips, and to get started, it's this one. I'm going to click and drag and drop. Okay, so that's my movie, real simple. The thing we're going to work with today is the text function, okay? And what we are going to do is we click the text tool and we put it up. Forgot to do a step in your assignment. My fault. We're going to go to properties. Okay, over here in this panel, and when I click on this, you're going to see those are available. All we're going to do with this today is go here to our position, and this X and Y coordinates. We're going to choose the X, and see how I get that little bar with 2 arrows. I'm going to click and drag left, and that's going to move my movie left and leave me some space out here for my text. And so that is what I'm going to do. And what you will do is I will click in here. I'm going to choose about 29 is good. This will be I have to hit enter to create a line break. Quote. I did it twice, so I actually created a new text box, but I'm not going to go back and fix it because I want to keep this short. Trying to keep these tighter for you guys. All right, this will be my quote. What you're going to do then is you're going to listen. You're going to play your movie, wherever the playhead is.
Once I rose above the noise and confusion.
And you're going to find the chunk of your quote, about a third of it, and stop. You're going to take this text box and stretch it out to that line and copy all the text in that part of the quote into that text box. Then you're going to make another text box, okay? Note how that text box isn't there anymore. Once the line gets past it, it's gone. So I'm going to put a new text box for quote chunk 2 when it starts there. Okay, and then you're going to do it one more time. I'm going to listen. I happen to know my pause is going to be right here. Okay, so I'm going to put another text box for quote chunk 3. Okay, to turn in the assignment, all I need to see is progress. So you're just going to give me a screenshot, full screenshot, Shift Command 3 of your movie and your text, and we're going to call it good. So, okay. All right, there you go. That's your tutorial.